Hello and welcome to another episode of the Hallows at Noon. I'm your host, Liam Noonan, and I'm here with my co-host, Rocky Hallows.
What's up?
YouTube channel. Today, we are going to go over some things that happened this past week, like the Oscars. And I've been dying to talk about the Barack Obama and Bruce Springsteen podcast that just came out about a month ago. There isn't really anything to do with the WWE.
Yeah, because the act has been stale because except for the fact that they recently released at least 14 superstars, including Samoa Joe, which was probably the most shocking, and the Iconics and Chelsea Green and several others. So we wish them all the best in their future endeavors, especially the Iconics.
So there wasn't really that much going on with WWE today.
Yeah, except for the only things that really happened were Charlotte Flair got suspended, and Rhea Ripley is your new Raw Women's Champion, and Bianca Belair is your new SmackDown Women's Champion as of WrestleMania 37. But other than that, nothing really happened because it's all just been stale.
Well, that kind of happened.
Yeah.
Did you see the fight with Jake Paul?
Ugh, don't even. I hate both of them. No. He was at WrestleMania, and I immediately tuned out of Peacock because I was just not having it.
Oh, man. His most recent fight, he had like a gigantic robot come out alongside him. And after that, the fight just went all downhill from there.
I think KSI could have a lot better bookings, to be honest. Yeah, just like most WWE superstars, and the fact that they're not giving the women's superstars a better chance as the men. So the new hashtag on Twitter that's trending is hashtag give WWE women a chance. Spread that word because they deserve more.
Yeah. But yeah, Jake Paul fought someone whose last name is Askren.
That sounds like aspirin.
Yeah. And the entire fight was one punch. Jake Paul punched Askren in the face, and he immediately fell. And Jake Paul won by knockout.
They're giving him the wins, I swear. They're probably paying him. He's probably paying somebody off to have all the wins and stuff.
Yeah.
Knowing Jake and Logan Paul, that would probably the most logical conclusion to all this. Not to mention, I'm really disgusted at Logan Paul. I mean, in general, but even more so because he did a Nazi pose when he was at WWE before WrestleMania. As his intro, because everyone has their pose, their stance or whatever, kind of like a signature taunt. Logan Paul chose a Nazi pose, which made me kind of infuriated, and it was really messed up.
Anyways, what we're actually here to talk about today is the Oscars and the Barack Obama podcast.
I don't watch award shows, so this one's all you.
Yeah, this one's all me. It was a huge night for minority actors. This was the first year that South Korean woman won Best Supporting Actress. The Best Picture winner, Nomadland, was
Nomadland.
Yeah. It was it was directed by, I think she's Chinese, but it was directed. No.
Okay.
No, someone else. Her name is Chloe Zhao. So I think she might be Chinese. I'm not sure. about that.
Which time, Cantonese or Mandarin?
I don't know. She spoke in English. So it was hard.
English.
Because of the COVID restrictions, instead of having it at the Dolby Theater, the theater that the awards ceremony is usually at, they had it at a train station.
What the heck?
In LA. Regina King was like the first presenter, so she's walking from the red carpet to the stage, and it's all like one shot, and it looks very badass. But it goes right into the politics. Yeah. Her opening speech was like, hey, if anything else would happen to this week in Minneapolis, I would be wearing combat boots instead of high heels. Something like that. And she was like, yeah, I know that Hollywood can get a little too preachy when it comes to politics, but she has a son, so she didn't want her son to be scared, I think.
Yeah.
They formatted it like a movie, so whenever they shot it, what's it called? They got reaction shots of people in the audience. They weren't wearing masks, except for Zendaya. Zendaya was wearing.
That girl was smart.
Yeah, she was wearing her mask like the entire time.
Can't say I blame her.
There are also no jokes. No comedians were telling jokes until like an hour and a half into it. And instead, we've got all the backgrounds of like all the producers on films, from where they started from and how they got into the industry. It was pretty boring. Daniel.
A revolutionary. I am a revolutionary. I am a revolutionary. I am a revolutionary. I will learn all that I can.
These ain't no terrorists.
You can murder a liberator, but you can't murder liberation. You can murder a revolutionary, but you can't murder revolution. And you can murder a freedom fighter, but you can't murder freedom.
I'll add a clip of this performance right there. Emerald Fennell, she won the Best Original Screenplay for her feature film debut, Promising Young Woman. That's a great movie. It's pretty funny. Nomadland, again, it swept up Best Director, Best Lead Actress, Frances McDormand, and Best Picture. Disney Pixar's Soul won 2 Academy Awards.
You know, it's funny. They actually added, one of the producers actually was from Long Island, and they actually snuck in a Long Island Easter egg. If you look closely on some of the instrument cases, you'll see the sticker from Lacomia Music Stores in New Hyde Park, where my boyfriend works. Look really close.
They also included like famous New York sports teams, like the Knicks, and the Mets.
Haven't seen it, the movie yet though, but I really want to. It's on my list.
I rewatched it last night. So I have a 32-inch TV.
I don't know how many inches mine is.
Soul won Best Animated Feature Film and Best Original Score. It was the second win for Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, and the first win for John Baptiste. Tenet won for Best Visual Effects.
Tencent? What?
No, Tenet.
Oh, sorry, I heard that wrong.
No, it had Best Visual Effects. So, Daniel Kaluuya, it was his first Oscar. But what really gets me is that Anthony Hopkins won Best Leading Actor instead of Chadwick Boseman. The entire show was 3 hours long, and the Best Actor award this year was the last award of the night. So it's been said that they wanted to make it like a tribute to Chadwick's legacy if he won. But he didn't win. Yeah.
That's degrading. Like it sounds like an FU to everything he's worked for. From Black Panther to Time of Death.
Yeah. He was fighting pancreatic cancer for like 5 years.
It's messed up.
And he still doesn't get anything for it.
It's really messed up. I also heard that the Grammy, that the artist H.E.R. won an award as well, I believe. I think. Or am I thinking of a different award show? I don't watch award shows, so.
It was Best Original Song, I think it was.
She deserves it. Her is a really amazing artist who is changing the game. She's like a modern day Lauryn Hill, like I've said before. And I'm proud of her. She really deserves it.
Her music's kind of good.
Yeah, I love her song Damage. That's a great song.
I only really heard her LG commercial for TikTok.
I heard her in that Pepsi Black Can commercial from last year with Missy Elliott. With the cover of the Rolling Stones painted black. Not to mention, didn't she do like America the Beautiful or something before the Super Bowl this year? Or something like that?
Yeah, I think so. She did America the Beautiful at the beginning, and then like the halftime show was The Weeknd this year. But yeah, this Oscars, I guess it wasn't worth it really.
More like the Suskers in this case. Sorry, I don't even watch award shows.
This is awful.
Aren't all of them awful?
Kind of, but this year's in particular, it had like the worst ratings out of all of them.
I mean, come on, you're watching an award show. You're watching 2.5 consecutive hours of thank you. I'm so happy. I want to thank all my fans and my mommy and my daddy and God. And blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I just got nauseous at the thought of all that for a minute. Yeah. I can't watch 2 hours of that crap. Yeah, I can't do it.
I watched through like most of it when it was live, and then I just got bored and tired. So I went to bed. I have it recorded on my DVR, so it's kind of taking up DVR space, but I already know who won. So what's the point of it being on the DVR?
The only award show I would watch are the MTV Video Music Awards, the VMAs. And when I was a kid, I used to love to watch the Radio Disney Music Awards as well as the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. Those are the only things I really cared about, but I really don't care anymore except for the VMAs. That's all I care about. Oh, and the BET Awards because they have great cypher performances.
Whenever when I was young, I would vote for the Kids' Choice Awards. It was stupid.
It was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, because I already knew who was gonna win. Like
Miley Cyrus.
SpongeBob.
And iCarly.
A big winner.
Still winning today.
Yeah. Still going strong.
I think the votes are rigged. I think it's honestly rigged so SpongeBob always wins.
Just aren't the Kids' Choice Awards on like Nickelodeon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that's honestly rigged, and that's why iCarly and Victorious kept winning. You know, back then.
SpongeBob, I think, has like a record 21 wins. 20 to 21 wins.
Oh, it's got to be rigged. It has to be. You know.
The show's been on for like 21 years.
Yeah, for real. This got to be rigged. I'm calling it. That shit's rigged.
But the parts where they would get slimed, with people who get slimed, are pretty fun.
Yeah, I always wanted to get slimed. Never got to though, so it's fun. It's fine, I guess.
What else? What else should we talk about? Baseball.
I don't watch sports either. I don't watch I don't have cable TV, so I don't watch sports or award shows.
I only really watch TV because I watch sports, but that's it.
Aren't you like a Mets fan?
Yeah.
Boo! Yankees for no. Yankees for the damn win.
Yeah.
Give you that look like no. We're not going to talk about the fact that it's been exactly 1 year since Animal Crossing came out, if not more, a little over one, and it's still pretty big, you know?
It's been over a year since the Sonic movie came out.
Wasn't there originally an original ugly design of Sonic? And I was so disappointed at, what was it, Paramount that did that?
Paramount.
Yeah. That was disappointing.
They came out with the redesign, which is much better.
Mm-hmm. Aren't they making a second one now?
Yeah, it's in production now.
With like Knuckles or something? Do you know the way?
There's set photos where it's Knuckles on like a big pole. It's only just his head. So it could be like him flying in the scene. That photo also has like a depressed Tails looking off in the distance. I
don't know why, but like Evil Morty's theme just came and popped into my head. You know, the one that's like do 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 da 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 da. When you said depressed Tails, that just kind of popped into my head. Is the Evil Morty song? I forgot what the song was. What was it called? Yeah. But speaking of animated movies, I definitely recommend watching the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run if you have a Paramount Plus account. And I definitely also recommend getting Paramount Plus. It's such a great streaming service. Almost all the shows are there, not counting Unfabulous with Emma Roberts, but and Wild 'N Out, but everything else is there pretty much. Wait, what?
Nickelodeon show, Victorious.
Yeah, it's on there too, but it's also on Paramount Plus, so I'm assuming they're gonna fight over streaming rights soon in America.
Yeah.
I can't stand all these streaming services. Like, it's like, how about all of you go and work this out on your own? Come find me when you're due, and I'll get that streaming service because I'm so sick of 20 billion other streaming services. Like, are you kidding?
like Disney Plus, Paramount Plus,
Discovery Plus is something I'm never going. I'm not getting that one. That one's kind of a waste of money. But my mom got it though, apparently, because she loves her investigation, discovery, informative murder porn. Shameful. And then some of them should be on Paramount Plus, like South Park, but they're not. They're putting them on HBO Max. Why? Why are you doing that?
I think Warner Brothers produces South Park.
No, that's 20th Century Television and... Wait, actually, no. Comedy Central does that one. Not Warner Brothers. I think it's Deborah Mercury and Comedy Central. Yeah. So it should be with everything else on Paramount Plus on that mountain of entertainment, so to speak. That mountain of entertainment. But it's not.
The Daily Show, The Late Show, The Late Show.
Why was DJ Khaled in that Super Bowl commercial? I don't get it. What does he have to do with Paramount Plus? Like Snooki, I get. Snooki, SpongeBob, Dora, we get it. We get those. And, Jeff Probst of Survivor. What does freaking DJ Khaled have to do with Paramount? Do they need an extra cameo to be relevant?
Maybe. Even then, like, what does DJ Khaled even do?
He says, "We the best music," and that doesn't make me really good beats. It's just average shit, like Major Bag Alert. And I'm just like, I could spin better beats than this shit. Hashtag DJ Rocky Hallows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to our next topic after we got done with that rant. One podcast that I've been listening to recently is the Renegades Born in the USA podcast, and it stars Bruce Springsteen and Barack Obama
on the road.
Yeah. They just have like these really good hour-long conversations about their life stories, politics, which way America is heading after Donald Trump's election.
Wasn't Obama in that ad cancel public service announcement to get a vaccine?
Yeah.
Along with George Bush and the traitorous butt munch hillbilly Clinton. I mean, Bill Clinton, sorry. Hillbilly, I swear. I can't even.
Their stories are actually quite interesting. Like Bruce Springsteen grew up during the 60s in New Jersey, like a small town in New Jersey. So
thought he was from Long Island, but no, I was thinking Billy Joel, never mind.
They're best friends though.
Yeah.
Billy Joel makes like Bruce Springsteen's motorcycles.
Wow, cool.
But yeah, Bruce Springsteen, he grew up in the 60s in New Jersey, in that small town where he's from.
Just a small town boy. Oh wait, sorry, wrong song.
No, I think it's the right song.
No, wait, that was "Don't Stop Believing" by Was it Journey?
Yeah, it's Journey. Never mind.
Yeah. Can't even.
No, Bruce Springsteen is born in the USA. I was born in the USA.
No, wait. I think what I remember was "Blinded by the Lights." That was a good song. That was my childhood.
He grew up in the 60s, in the middle of the Civil Rights Act era. Mm-hmm. And in his hometown, it hit hard. He had African-American friends, and they had to face segregation and racism. And they would tell Bruce all about their experiences, which is kind of interesting. And in Barack Obama's case, he's like the only Black kid in Hawaii.
I thought he was from Kenya. Whoops.
Yeah, he was from Kenya, but he lived in Hawaii. Like most of his life.
Ah, okay.
His father. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say, honestly, I have actually a lot of respect for Obama, honestly, because it was under his presidency, under his terms, where gay marriage was legalized, and we actually got a lot more rights as people. So that's why I have a lot of respect for Obama, believe it or not.
Yeah, he did a lot of good. He got like African American people voting. He drone striked a lot of people. That's a downside. He ended the war on terror. He got us out of the Great Recession. So he was a pretty cool president.
He was pretty good, yeah. Not to mention, Michelle actually got involved with a lot of projects for equality, which is unlike anything I've ever seen with any other first lady. Like, I look at other first ladies like Melania Trump, just sit still and look pretty. I'm like, are you kidding me? Do something with that title. You can do something good with that amount of power,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm still pissed about Michelle taking away the second Pop-Tart in school lunches, of course, and getting rid of soda in the vending machines, especially because that's when I started middle school. That's when I had vending machines, and that's when I didn't get any. So mad. But that was the only downside of, I think, Michelle Obama's reign as First Lady, Other than that, I think she did a pretty good job, too.
What was it? During my middle school years, I lived in the city, so my parents kind of paid for my school lunches. And if I wanted to, I could go up like this little small room, and I could use some of my lunch money to get snacks like cookies and stuff like that. So that was pretty fun.
I can relate to that, because for me, all the good snacks that involved candy and soda and stuff were in the teacher's lounge. So in my high school, and it was after school, of course, and when the hall monitor was in a different hallway patrolling, I would literally sneak in with some friends, use the vending machines. I mean, they should be thanking me. I'm giving them legal tender,
Yeah.
Should have been this way all along,
They also had another separate room in my middle school where you can use actual money to get like the best desserts.
That sounds good.
So you could have got like a push pop or like an ice cream, something like ice cream stick.
Chocolate eclairs are always my favorites. That and the Good Humor regular vanilla ice cream bars.
The Good Humor ice cream bars you can get from there. You can get all the art supplies that you needed.
So like a school store?
Yeah, it's like a school store.
We had those in middle school. One in middle school that sold Three Musketeers and stuff as well. Like it sold all your usual school supplies, but also sold candy, which is pretty lit.
My high school store, they sold like ramen, they sold ice cream sandwiches, candy, whatever you wanted, you can get there. Sometimes they would bring in like a PS3 or PS4, and you could play video games there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
My high school didn't have a school store. It was supposed to. There was a space for it. It just was never open. Like they never had it open, and that's kind of sad, because there's a lot of people who would have actually benefited from using that.
So, and let's bring it back to the podcast that we're talking about. We're just going off on tangents today.
I didn't have much coffee today.
Yeah, I haven't had any coffee today, so.
Boo.
Yeah, Barack Obama and Bruce Springsteen actually had kind of interesting stories about their fathers. So Barack Obama's father left when he was 2, but then Barack's father came back when Barack was 10, and Barack was like, "Why do you want to connect with me? I barely know you."
My money's on guilt. A lot of guilt.
Yeah, it took Barack like maybe another 10 years to realize that. So he scheduled an actual meeting with his father, but a month before that meeting, his father died. Yeah, it's crazy. And
I mean,
yeah,
I was gonna say like in the beginning, I'm assuming like Barack Obama was adopted, right? Am I right or no? Oh, divorced parents?
yeah, divorced amicably. Like they still were best friends.
Yeah, but yet he didn't make any time for Brock's life early on. That was his own fault, in a way.
Said he wanted to go back to Kenya and run for office there. But Barack's mom was like, "No, I want Barack to have an American education."
Good call. Good call.
His father went off to Kenya, had another family and some more kids, but he kind of wanted to spend more time with Barack. So he left that family for about a month to visit Barack when he was 10. And then after that, Barack met all of his half sisters and half brothers, his siblings. After that,
I'm speechless.
And in Bruce's case, Bruce, his father didn't really have long conversation, didn't have a life. Bruce said that he once brought down a camera to film a conversation between him and his father, and the conversation lasted 4 minutes. So he didn't know what true fatherhood was until he had kids.
So sad.
Yeah. When his first kid was born, Bruce would spend the entire night writing songs, and then he'd sleep in during the day. But one day his wife, Patty, told him, you might want to write your songs during the day, because you're going to miss like the most beautiful moment ever. That's when his first son would wake up in the morning when he was really young. So Bruce kind of took that advice to heart, and ever since then, he put his family first, then his music.
That's good.
Yeah, it is. I want to end this episode with Daniel Kaluuya's Oscars speech, because
Oscars acceptance speech.
Yeah,
It says it in British accent.
It's pretty funny. He was in Hollywood, but his mother and his sister were off in London watching live. And he thanked his mother for having sex with his father.
What the fuck?
And created him. So let me just open it up on YouTube.
It's the part where we edit in the video.
Yeah, we can edit this section out. Me waiting for YouTube to load. Come on. Why is Chrome so slow?
Oh, so you're using a Chromebook.
No, I'm using my
kidding.
laptop, but I have Chrome on my laptop. Daniel Kaluuya. Oscar.
Oh, you were doing this.
Yeah. So I don't know if you can hear this.
I can't see or hear anything. It just says Liam Noonan has started screen sharing. What? Oh, now I got it. No, I can't hear it. Oh, now I can. Barely. I want to turn it up.
Oscar goes to Daniel Kaluuya.
Like awkward camera angles.
It's really good.
The show. Like this angle is off center.
Man, thank you, God. Thank you, God. I can't be here without your guidance and your protection. Like for my mum, thank you so much for pouring into me. You gave me everything. You gave me your factory settings, so I can stand at my fullest height. Love to my sister, love to my niece, my friends, my family, everyone I love from London town to Kampala. I'd like to thank my team, incredible support. Bro, we out here. Yo. Man. It's good. Come on, Dan. Ryan, Zinzi, Sev, Proximity, everyone at Proximity. Charles King, man. Everyone at Macro. Bron, Participant. Nigel, everyone at Warner Brothers, thank you so much for everything you poured into this. Everything you poured into this. It's so hard to make a film. And make a film about a man like this. And they made it possible. They made it happen. I share this honor with the gift that is Lakeith Stanfield. The light that is, the light that is Dominique Fishback. The incredible cast, the incredible crew, you know what I mean? Lucas Brothers for starting the journey, Will Burson, see, you know, it's so incredible to look around you and just go, you're inspired by not only what they do, but who they are. So that's amazing. Chairman Fred Jr. and Mama Akua, thank you so much for allowing us into your life and into your story. Thank you for trusting us, you know, with your truth. Appreciate you deeply, and it's an honor to partner up and stand side by side with you. And to Chairman Fred Hampton, bro, man, what a man. What a man. How blessed we are that we lived in a lifetime where he existed. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, thank you for your light. He was on this earth for 21 years. 21 years, and he found a way to feed kids, breakfast, educate kids, give free medical care against all the odds. He showed me, he taught me. Him, Huey P. Newton, Bobby Seale, the Black Panther Party, they showed me how to love myself. And with that love, they overflowed it to the black community and to other communities. And they showed us that the power of union, power of unity, that when they play divide and conquer, we say unite and ascend. Thank you so much for showing me myself.
It's coming up. It's coming up.
And yeah, man.
Really hear it.
There's so much work to do, guys. And that's on everyone in this room. This ain't no single man job. That's some real. And I look at everyone, every single one of you. You got work to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get back to work Tuesday morning because tonight I'm going up. We're going up, you know what I mean? We're enjoying ourselves tonight because we've got to celebrate. We've got to celebrate life, man.
Look at his
Breathing,
mouth.
it's incredible. It's incredible. Like, it's incredible. My mom met my dad. They had sex. It's amazing. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I'm here.